Hello everyone, it's Katie here, and this is my second coursework evaluation video. And today I'm going to introduce a dictionary application called 法语助手, which is translated directly into French helper. Okay, I'm gonna start with a brief overview of this application. As I said earlier, this is a French dictionary for Chinese learners. But besides that, this application is also good for vocabulary building. And what you're seeing here is the landing page of this application on my mobile phone. And in this bar here, you can enter the word that you want to search. It could be either French or Chinese. And down here, you're seeing a list of vocabularies or list of words that I have looked up previously. And if you have looked up a word for more than once, you will get a notice saying that you've looked it up for twice or 3 times or 4 times. So this this reminds you that this word is probably you probably have a little bit difficulty memorizing this word. And as you have probably noticed, this application is developed by the same company that develops the daily French listening. So here you can actually, this tab here actually transfers you to the daily French listening application or site. Okay, since the main function is to look up new words, I want to demonstrate what it looks like when you are searching for the words. For example, I'm looking up this word here, and what you will see is the Chinese meaning and also a few French phrases, the frequently used phrases. But actually, there are a whole lot following this on this page. So you will have the synonyms. You will also see different kinds of dictionaries, like French dictionary, French English dictionary. So there's actually a lot down there. And what I personally find most helpful is the page that is the list of conjugation. So as you probably know, French is notoriously difficult for the verb conjugation. So if you're looking up a verb, you will see this this link here that reminds you to look up the verb, the conjugation of this verb. If you click it, you will go to this page here. So I believe they have all those verbs, all the conjugations of a verb, whether it's frequently used or not, and I like this feature a lot. I personally find it most helpful for French learners. And you also get a personalized vocabulary book. So here is a list of all the words that I have looked up in history. And I think this is good for anyone who wants to review what they've learned before, and it helps strengthening the learning curve. Okay, so the next is the flashcard function. I've been using it for over 2 months, and I personally find it very helpful. The first step of using this flashcard function is that you will choose a vocabulary book that's suitable for your level. I chose this TCF vocabulary book. Those are standardized French tests. and then you will set your personal goal. For example, if you want to finish this book in 10 days, then you will probably need to memorize a whole lot, like 100 words per day. Here you will see the number of words that you're going to learn today, the number of words that you're going to review today, and the percentage of completion. And again, up here you will see the finding a partner feature. I have never had success in that. Okay, so in the middle, this section provides the learning statistics. You will be able to keep track of the progress that you make. For example, you will be able to see how many hours that you spend daily, and what vocabularies that you have covered. So this is really helpful for self-directed learners. And in the right is an illustration of the flashcard. But this is just one of the examples of the vocab exercises. So in this exercise, you will match the Chinese meaning with the French vocabulary. But there are other kinds of exercises. For example, sometimes you will need to enter this word or spell this word manually and complete the sentence. Okay, here comes the evaluative part. I'll cover the teacher feet and the learner feet, and I'll try to imagine how this application can be used in the classroom. Since this application is designed for self-directed learners, what that means is that learners who are learning on their own, most likely in the non-institutional context. Well, teachers can use it as a supplementary tool to the course content. For example, this application can help with vocabulary-related exercises. For example, teachers can assign students to find, say, 5 synonyms of this particular word, and to explore how those synonyms, under what context or in what context are those synonyms used. And the teachers can also ask the students to explore other meanings of a known word. For example, if we covered this word in class, teachers can ask students to find out what other meanings this word has in other contexts. So this application can help with both increasing the breadth of students' vocabulary and also the depth of their vocab. But I have to point out that as a learner, when I was using this application, sometimes I don't feel motivated to memorize the spellings, and especially the conjugation. Because it's there, like everything's there, and it's so easy to just look it up. So I don't feel motivated to do that. And I think I have to point this out because I think teachers need to make it clear to students when or how they can rely on this application. I'm going to talk a little bit about that in a minute. And for learners, this application helps learners or get learners exposed to new vocabularies during a relatively short time. If you're for example, preparing for a standardized test, I think this is really good. This is a really good tool that helps you to enlarge your vocabulary size in a short time. And also the words are the words are contextualized to help learning. By that, I mean that this application provides a variety of sample sentences. And those sample sentences are not like the artificial ones. They are actually from the news reports, from movies, from a variety of authentic materials. Well, sometimes you can feel those materials are decontextualized, but I think it's better to listen to get yourself familiarized with the pronunciation of this word in real context than in a lab context. Okay, for self-directed learners, this application provides incentive mechanism and a system to trace progress. I think this is a common feature for the applications or tools developed by this company, and it's important because as self-directed learners, you can get very easily distracted or demotivated. And lastly, it also creates a community where users can help each other or sometimes compete with each other. I didn't include that in the previous slides, but you can actually test out how large your vocabulary size is. It's not 100% accurate, but it will tell you, for example, you rank the top 20% of all the users or 5% of the users. So while some people like to be competitive, and I think this tool helps you to do that. And lastly, how we can use this in our classrooms. Well, this application gives students easy access to knowing more vocabulary, so I think yes, it can be used as a supplementary tool. But I think it's useful to provide a training at the beginning of the course. It's easy to navigate the function of this application. But sometimes students need to be more aware of the learning practices. For example, teachers can provide more knowledge about how language learners acquire vocabulary, or what are the best practices of memorizing a vocabulary. So that kind of digital literacy, I think, is necessary. And lastly, teachers can encourage students to partner up on this application. Sometimes I feel it's a little bit hard to find a partner, but if you know each other in real life, it's relatively easy to become a partner on this application. Okay, so that's it.